how crazy it is for someone to actually kill someone, and not just kill, then they proceed to cut their body in tiny pieces and dispose them. One random morning in Michigan, a strange person was walking by the lake, obviously taking like one of their morning walk, and while they were going, they saw this funny thing that looked very, very suspicious, right? They proceed to look further and they noticed that this is a body part, the leg area of someone's body, right? And they reached out to the police. This is what I saw. The police rushed down to the scene. They took this body to the lab for sample, and when DNA test was carried on this part of the body, it was discovered to belong to one Shadé Robinson. Shadé Robinson is a 19-year-old college student in Michigan, and she works at this small restaurant where she just cook and work, obviously nothing more, just a normal regular student life. And one evening she went to the bar for a drink with friends, and that is where she met the 3-year-old Maxwell and Shadé started talking, and they decided to have their first date. Few days into this first date, Shadé had a family gathering dinner with her family, and I guess she didn't tell them she would be going on a date the following day, because obviously she's an adult and that wouldn't be her first date, right? April 1st, 2024, Shadé left her home 9 a.m. in the morning to report to work. She works at this small restaurant. She reported to work 9 a.m. and did a shift till 6 p.m. 6 p.m. she was seen coming out of the restaurant and she went straight to her car. She drove down to this small minibar where she went inside. A few minutes later, Maxwell is seen going into this bar as well. The two of them had this very small, intimate date, and throughout the whole date, the only conversation that went down was between the bartender and Maxwell. There was not much conversation between Shadé and Maxwell. They were just like sitting there drinking, and after an hour or two, they left and they went to a second location. They went to this bar, they had a few drinks and had some fun activities. During this second day was where a little bit of like dating situation ensured between them, because they were seen like playing some games and Shadé was obviously smiling and they were talking about some things, right? So after the whole date, they both left there. Shadé went straight to her car and Maxwell at the passenger seat. They went to Maxwell's apartment. When they got there, they went inside, obviously. And few hours later, a surveillance camera from Maxwell's neighbor pictured this event where Maxwell was dragging something in a second living room, and it was assumed to be Shadé's body at the time. She was dead at the time. It was assumed that she was dead at the time. Now, there was no camera or anything that showed that Maxwell actually left his building to Shadé's car, but the car was seen roaming about the street for like a couple of hours before it went towards the lake in Michigan, where someone reported to see the body part. Immediately, police started their investigation and they arrested Maxwell. Maxwell didn't say much. It was just like maintaining a silence, stating that after their date, Shadé went home. He kept insisting that he has never like seen her after that, because after the first days, Shadé just went home and that was all. When the police tried to investigate more, they found that her phone went off at the location where some of her body parts were seen. A few days into this investigation, some of the body parts were washed to the seaside and people can see them. Now, at the point when they start searching for more remains to put the whole story together, saw Shadé's scarf in one of the area that her body was found, and they saw some bones as well, which was tested, and it happens to be Shadé's bones, the body. So they just want to assume that Maxwell, after the whole thing that happened between himself and Shadé, he just brought the body there and just disposed them in the forest, in the lake, or wherever he could just dispose the body. During the investigation, they found out that Maxwell had an anger issue. but it wasn't that bad to kill someone because they don't think that he has ever killed anyone before. They think like this is like a mistake or this is his first time, and he panicked so much and didn't know what to do. But if you did something out of mistake, shouldn't you just call people to help you out? Reach out to people, oh, I killed someone, just help me, or reach out to the police. If this was a mistake, why would you go ahead and cut someone into tiny pieces, then proceed to dispose them? Maxwell was arrested and he was charged, and during his trial, all the evidences that was submitted to the judge, there were not enough evidence to pin Maxwell to this crime. Even his attorney was like, there is no direct evidence that Maxwell did this. All of the cameras that were shown, that were presented, in one of the videos that were presented, it was seen like Maxwell had a backpack on him at the area where Shadé's car was burnt. Because after the whole event, they found Shadé's car, but it was burnt to ashes because this person is obviously trying to get rid of some evidences. And surveillance camera captured Maxwell with the backpack leaving the scene of the old car burning situation and enter a public bus down to the location where the body parts were found. And Maxwell's ex-girlfriend came out to testify that this lake was said to be Michael's secret place where he usually go by himself to have a long time. All of the things were coming together. Like, it's not a coincidence that Shadé came to your house. It's not a coincidence that a body part was found at this your secret lakeside. It's not a coincidence that surveillance camera pictured your face in different areas where Shadé happened to go or where a car was burned to ashes and all of that. So the judge didn't even take time to think too much about it. Even though there was not enough evidence to link Maxwell to the murder, it was very, very obvious that he did kill Shadé. And after 1 hour, they reached their verdict and sentenced Maxwell to life imprisonment without parole. He was charged with first-degree intentional homicide. He was charged with arson because he burnt Shadé's car, and he was charged with hiding a car. Shadé received justice and Maxwell was sentenced to life. But a few months into prison, Maxwell demanded another trial. He came out to say that he's actually innocent and he's not guilty of all the charges that were placed on him. And after so much back and forth with his defense attorney and the judge, he was found guilty again and sentenced to life. Although he said he will keep fighting because he's not the killer and he didn't do what they said he did. And honestly, all of this evidence pointed to him. I don't think he can convince anyone otherwise, and it makes no sense to convince anyone. Just serve the prison, bro. You did that shit. You did it. You did it. Anyways, Shadé was laid to rest, and our family had a memorial for her in her name, and used her favorite color, which is pink. That brings us to the head of my episode today. I hope you enjoy it, and I will see you in my next episode. Bye.